Hello, hello. How are you all doing today? Good morning. It's an early Monday morning, fresh start to the new week. I hope everyone is doing good. So I actually had a little bit of a Oh, by the way, thank you for again first, Chen, and thank you for again second, Shadow. Have fun with Rocket League. How are you doing today, Chen? Did you have a good weekend? So I was thinking I might do a little bit. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm glad you're here, Chen, because I know you would appreciate this right now. So on the weekend, I actually recorded an ASMR. Well, it's like a boyfriend experience, I believe it is. And I thought I'm not going to give like away the whole thing because I'm still waiting on thumbnails that I commissioned to add as like a title page or something, so I can upload it to YouTube. But I thought maybe I'll give you just a tiny, tiny little preview of it, just because I figured that might be something you might enjoy. Let me just get it quickly set up though, so it will detect it. How do I do this? Okay, yeah, just a tiny, tiny little preview. Um, how do I do that? Would it be a media source? You are prepared? All right. Uh, Let me figure out how to do this. Audio input capture, maybe? No, not that. Um, because I never actually done this part before, so I don't know actually what I would use for it. Uh, let me just do window capture. That might be make it easier. Um, Let us capture. Oh, it doesn't even allow me to capture that. Okay. Uh, Damn. Sorry, I've never actually had to do it before, so I don't know. And I probably should have figured this out beforehand. Oh, okay. Here we go. This might work. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this works. Sweetheart, I'm home. Let me pause that. Sweetheart, where are you? They always greet me when I get back from work. Maybe they're in the bathroom, or they fell asleep in the bedroom. Is it playing? I'll go look for them. It says that there's audio playing. Oh, it is. Okay. There you are, darling. Sorry. I was starting to get a bit worried. I just can't hear it for some reason. At the door like usual. Anyways, are you? Wait, did you fall asleep on the couch? Sorry, I actually don't know where it's at. Aw, sorry for waking you. But yeah, I'll just stop it right there. I don't know how. That was probably just the very beginning of it. Um, but yeah, it actually gets a little bit more. It gets better at the end. So it's actually not where I fell asleep on the couch. It's the boyfriend experience where. Oh, did you fall asleep? Okay, that's where it ended. So it is where I'm coming home and I guess my girlfriend or my wife is sleeping on the couch. So it is very much like a soft tone kind of concept that I'm using with it. Uh, there should be a way to capture it. I don't know why. Display capture, maybe? No. I'll have to figure out how to do that afterwards, but I thought that would be kind of cool to show on stream. I will have something fully uploaded and ready to go in, oh, by next month. Because that's when I have that's because they're making a bunch of thumbnails for me. So I will have that figured out by then. Oh, you like it till now? Yeah. So I didn't want to give away too much. There was actually a part near the end I was going to do it where it's very much like the low hush kind of voice where I'm just like, let me just pull up the script. Give me 1 second, and then I can actually just read like a tiny portion of it where I can. Where is it? Okay. Yes, yeah. So this is the very first time I was trying to do ASMR type script reading. So I really wanted to add the sound effects too because I feel like that will really add to the experience. and kind of like make it a little bit more immersive, like you said. Okay, so I found the script here. So let me just turn down. Let me mute Spotify for a second, and I'll just read the small little excerpt near the ending of it. Okay. So this is me trying to help the person, or like the person trying to help the main character trying to help their spouse fall asleep. Just feel the warmth of my arms wrapped around you. Listen to my breathing. Match it if you'd like. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do it again. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. That's it. You're doing so well. Keep taking slow, deep breaths and let your muscles relax. You work so hard. It's okay to be tired or to need help sometimes. You always do the same for me, so I want to return the favor. So yeah, that kind of stuff. That's kind of like a little preview of what the actual full audio ASMR is going to be like. Welcome back, Shadow. Oh, sorry you lost that first round of Rocket League, but hopefully you got it on the next round. Yeah, like so the whole thing, like I added the sound effects, I added like breathing, I added like sheets rustling and everything. So I thought that'd be kind of cool. And I didn't want to go like too crazy on my first experience. And even I'm not even sure it's going to be like super good because, like I said, first time. And by all means, I'll upload it to YouTube. And I was thinking of making channels in the server as well for like audio clips and VA stuff. And like, especially if other people like want to do audio clips too, and they want uploaded there to share and get like constructive feedback, I'm totally fine with that if that's something you guys would be interested in. Oh yeah, okay. So today I'm going to do an unboxing. So as you guys all know, I'm a big K-pop fan, right? One of my main groups is Girls' Generation, and their leader Taeyeon, she's been like a solo singer for like 10 years now. Also, she's had her own solo career as well as doing like the group stuff, and she came out with a very unique version of her recent album, which is what's currently playing right now. It's the Panorama album, where it's a lot of her. It's her top hits from the last 10 years, plus a new track, Panorama. And what she came out with recently was a microphone. So when you normally buy CDs or albums, not even K-pop, just like even like, I don't know, latest artists, Adele or Justin Bieber albums, they come in CDs. They're all pretty much similar looking and concept. They have the jewel case and they have the CD inside, maybe a booklet and all that. Taeyeon actually did something very interesting and unique, where it is a Bluetooth microphone speaker. So actually, you know what? Let me just change out to the browser so you can see. All right, so this is what I'm talking about right here. So like it's just giant box here. It's kind of long, so I'll put it like this way so you guys can see, and you see like the reflection of my microphone and stuff. But whatever. But yeah, so like it is a. I thought I'd open this up today and kind of like go over it with you guys, show you, and then afterwards, we'll continue chatting, or who knows, we might play a little bit of game. Kind of today's like a free for all, so that's kind of heavy sounding. But I thought I'd open it here carefully. I don't want to damage anything. Like, I don't know if you guys are actually a big fan of unboxing type streams as well, because I do have other stuff I could eventually unbox, like if you guys really like this kind of content. But yeah, I just wanted to really show this to you guys. So here is the box itself. Let's lift it off. And boom. Whoa. Okay, that's pretty cool. Move this out of the way here. But yeah. Oh. Yo, that is so cool. So this is the Bluetooth microphone. You got your standard volume controls, probably mute. It's signed by her too. Like, well, obviously not personally signed, but they stamped her signature on it. So that's so cool. And I think this is Bluetooth. Sorry, not Bluetooth. Yeah, it is Bluetooth, but how to charge it, I don't know. I'd have to look into the instruction manual. Obviously, it looks like it's cable. Oh, okay. So here's the base for it. And in order to charge it, you just put it in the base and you plug this in into like a USB port. So I don't actually know if it has a charge in it already or not. I'll check it out in a minute. But this actually would be very cool if you're like doing karaoke or something. Like, granted, you're not singing, or it won't project or connect to like speakers or anything, but you could use this in a way where it's, you're using this to play the music and then you're just pretending to sing like as if you're using a microphone. Now, normally in albums, they give additional stuff too. So I see there's this little package here at the side. Let's see what it has. Okay, so, oh, that came out of nowhere. So first off, oh, okay, so this is a lyric paper. And what this is actually is all the lyrics for her top songs. So we got Panorama, which is the newest one she created for this album. Letter to Myself. Time Lapse, which is what you're listening to right now, which was a 2025 mix. Fine. INVU. Spark. Set Myself on Fire. Some Nights. Like, they got all her top songs. And I love the fact that they are giving you the lyrics for the song. So for people who want to sorry, like I can show you right here. So it does include it in the original Korean, as well as, like for instance, Make Me Love You has a bunch of English lyrics as well. So that's kind of nice that you can follow along. And if you're learning Korean, this is a great way to practice and follow along to hear how things are sounding like, as well as, just learn how to sing it yourself. And then, we got the standard instruction book on how to use the microphone, which is all in Korean, it looks like. So that does hinder me a little bit on how to use it. I will have to use like Google Translate or something. So here's the instruction book. I'm going to have to like figure out what the buttons are for everything. But it's pretty self-explanatory, it looks like. Bass, charging port here. Top of the mic, probably where the speaker is, right here. The LCD screen. The buttons make sense, next song, volume up, volume down. M, I have to figure out what that is for. It's a mode. Mode Chonhwan. Okay, I have to figure out what that means. But yeah. So there's that. But what I'm really interested in right now is, let me just put these back in here. These items, because normally when you get K-pop albums, they also come with things like photo cards, usually. And let me just put this box up to the side here. So let's see what this is first here. This is, just a little card, I guess. It's her like symbol, the butterfly. Because actually, I saw a video where she said that her signature is not actually supposed to be a butterfly. She just signs it. But the way it looks, like if you can see right here, it kind of looks like a butterfly. So the butterfly symbol kind of became synonymous with her. So this is just pretty much all the credits, production department, IP, executive, everyone who had a say in making this product, which is pretty cool. Then this here Okay, yeah. So like I was saying, so when you get K-pop albums, they always come with like little surprises, which is usually um photo cards or little knickknacks or whatever. Actually, interesting fact: Girls' Generation with their album Hoot, way back in, God, I don't remember exactly when. They were the ones who actually came out with the concept of putting photo cards in albums. Prior to that, they never had photo cards. So that's quite pretty cool. Like they were the ones who changed K-pop history with collection of photo cards and everything. So like for this album, so these are the photo cards that come with it. So we got Taeyeon here. And then, she has a little personalized message on the back of each card. So this is the next one. Again, another little personal message here. And then, this is like a straight up message card, which I'm assuming comes with everyone. It's just like probably a celebration of, hey, this is my 10 years. Thank you very much for supporting me and stuff like that. I'd have to actually translate this because I can't figure it out off the top of my head. I'm still trying to learn Korean. I've been on and off learning for the last couple years. I've been meaning to get like heavily into it to try and actually sit down and learn. It's just I'm lazy and life gets in the way. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that comes in the album. Now, that said, I do have the other albums as well, the CD and so with K-pop albums these days, they usually come out in various versions. So there is like the general regular CD version, and then they have a lot big giant photo book version. So I have those as well. I could open those too. Like I kind of forgot to open those ones. Very pretty hands. Thank you, Shadow. My hands are. I don't think they're like pretty. When I look at them, like in real life, they don't look too bad. But when I look at them on camera, I have sausage fingers. Like that's what it looks like. Okay, I'm on PC now. Oh, perfect. But yeah, so like this is Taeyeon's Bluetooth microphone album. Actually, let's see if this even has any power in it. No, it doesn't. Oh, actually, it does. Okay, that's 15, a little bit of power. Let's see if you guys can pick it up. Let me. Oh, that's so cool. And I can adjust the volume. Sorry, I just have it sticking close to my microphone right here so you can hear it. Oh, okay, so the mode seems to be like a shuffle mode. So either you can play like in order as what's shown on that lyric paper, or if you press M, like, let's see if in the top corner right here, you'll see that it goes from shuffle mode to off. Hi, Yesito. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for redeeming third. But that's so cool. But yeah, oh geez, my camera. Okay, let me see. Bring it down here. There we go. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Did you have a good weekend? And thank you for the hydrate. I got a big bottle of water here. But yeah, so I thought this came in the mail actually on Friday after stream had ended. You get to see your hands? Yeah, jazz fingers, jazz hands. And you guys will see much more of my hands next time I do like more Lego building, which probably could do today if you guys really wanted. I have to go find a kit to build. I don't know which one to do, but yeah. So like this is like example of K-pop's K-pop album, a very unique K-pop album actually. One I'm definitely going to leave out on display because this is, I'm assuming to turn the power off, you just press and hold for a couple seconds. Oh, thank you for the caller, Chen. Mommy? Mommy? Am I a good boy? Mommy? Why do I do these? I don't even intend to do it. Like, it just comes out. Weekend was all right. I actually finished the factory in Enfield and started a new region, and also cried because of a recent Wuwa story. How was your weekend? Wow, that is a very busy weekend. Uh, you're clipping. Yeah, I figured you'd clip that. The second I started saying it, I'm like, oh, Jen's going to clip that. My weekend was actually pretty decent. What did I do this weekend? Oh, okay. Saturday did groceries and then laundry. So yay, adult stuff. Growing up, living. Yeah, and then I went and picked up a couple groceries too. Also, and then on Sunday, I did. What did I do? I did dishes and actually, I made. I learned how to make fruit caviar. So, okay, when you go to restaurants and stuff, when you get fancy dish meals and everything, they have. Let me just turn down my volume a little bit. It's a little loud for me, in my ears. There we go. So they have when you especially like fish dishes, you get that regular like fish caviar. I don't. That's very expensive to get. Never would have thought you said, wow, yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at the redeems, I also have a good boy, good girl, naughty boy, naughty girl redeems. So yeah, I've come to the conclusion that I'm part regular VTuber, part LootTuber to a degree. Yeah. Especially when I do the collar redeem stuff, I don't know, it just comes out. I'm just like, oh, maybe I should do something a little sussy. Yeah. I actually also, if you take a look at the redeems, I did change them up a little bit in that I I color coded everything first off. Just because that was like, it makes it a little bit easier to find things. And then I kind of changed some of the points around. So all the redeem stuff, it's a little bit cheaper. It's like just $250 because I mean I want people to have fun, play around with it. And then the toggles for my model, just the glasses or the antlers and thicket, uh, made that a little bit cheaper so it's easier for people who want to play with it. Sound effects and everything. But the more like the jump scare ones, I made that a little bit more expensive. But obviously, I'm still like pretty small, so I'm not going to make them like massively expensive. Maybe in the future there may be some little inflation depending on how things go. We'll see. And then yeah, but who knows? Like, as a C2, instead of saying "mommy," would you prefer? Oh, do I really want to do this? Did you want me to do like daddy? Because like I can. I'm actually, now that you guys are here, would you guys want those as redeems? Like a mommy and a daddy redeem? I mean, it might, yeah, maybe. Although those ones, because they're a little bit more cringy, I may make them a little bit more pricier, just because it could be very cringy, very awkward. Just yeah. I have problems, but yeah, like these are on. This is like a K-pop album that I knew I had to get. Like this is so crazy how fast it sold out. I just came back from clipping. What happened? Oh, nothing, Chen. You did not hear me say anything about possibly making a daddy or a mommy redeem. Nothing at all like that. Yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, this is like so completely unique. I never expected this at all to be made. And like I was saying, like this went so fast. The second they announced it, I jumped on and bought it right away because I knew it was going to go like crazy. And I was right. It sold out within like minutes. And honestly, that just shows how popular Taeyeon is, first off, as an artist herself. And then, I'm not going to lie, part of me was tempted to buy two, but they're so expensive. And the global edition sold out within minutes. And then they had to do a Korean only edition. And so many people were so mad because they thought, oh, it restocked, right? But now I can't get it because it's Korea only. And let me just switch back to my just chatting screen here. Can't stay long, gotta continue sponsoring. Yeah, not worries. I just appreciate you guys coming by, even in the first place, stopping in and saying hi. You really want me to do the chat? Yeah, I figured, you know what? The second I said it, I'm like, I know Chen's gonna want it. We'll see. I'm not gonna do something too crazy, but we will see. But yeah. So like really I had no plans for today. I just really wanted to show you that unboxing video. I thought it was really super cool. And I was thinking I would just, chat and yap, kind of like catch up with you guys, see like how your weekend was. Like, did you guys do anything fun? Did you guys watch the Super Bowl? I did not. I was actually making the fruit caviar. Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted. So I made on the weekend raspberry fruit caviar because I want to try to do fancy desserts. So like I have a picture of it actually. I can show you guys. I just gotta pull it up. But so the fruit caviar is like there's just those little balls that you see like regular caviar, but mine is made out of raspberry. Like I pureed raspberry, and then I added agar to it. And did I actually send it anywhere? No, I didn't. I have to. It's on my phone. I have to email it to myself quickly. And sorry, let me just deal with something here. Let me just email this to myself. Sorry, give me 1 second. And get this. Okay, send this here. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. I think this should have everything figured out. Sorry, give me 1 second. Just so much stuff going on right now. Send this to email. Okay, that's sent to me. Now let me just save this to my desktop. Okay, open email. Yeah, so my plan was making like a fancy dessert. And oh, please say it's sent. Did I send it to the right email? Sometimes you send things to the wrong email. It's also a picture, so I gotta make sure I sent it correctly. Because that would be awkward if I sent it to someone random on my email. But yeah, so my plan is okay. It's processing. That's why. Okay, here we go. It just arrived. Oh, come on. Sorry, just a little all over the place today. Okay, image, desktop. Here we go. Okay, so let me just resize this. So this is actually what the fruit caviar looks like. Let me make that a little bit bigger. So it's those little balls of that you see on in like regular caviar dishes and everything. Yeah, so this is actually just made with gelatin or agar-agar, raspberry puree, and you can add a little bit of lemon juice to it to give it a little bit of brightness, a little bit of to enhance the flavor. So all you do is like I took the raspberries and I pureed them down in a blender, and then I ran that through a strainer, so it got rid of all the seeds and everything, and I was just left with the juice. After that, I took the juice, put it into a saucepan or like a little bowl on the container on the stove to heat that up so it starts bubbling. Prior to that, though, for about 10 minutes, you put about half a teaspoon of agar-agar per half cup. So this was actually a cup of liquid that I had. So I did a full teaspoon of agar-agar with about 2 tablespoons of water. And you have to let that bloom. So by blooming, it kind of rehydrates it and it gets it like ready for absorption into liquids. Because if I were to pour the powder straight directly into the raspberry puree mixture, it would just clump up, which you don't want because then that it doesn't incorporate well and everything. So then once the puree is bubbling, I add the bloomed gelatin to it and kind of just mix that together and let it for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. Just because with agar-agar, and I find this interesting, is that it doesn't activate until it's heated, as opposed to, say, regular gelatin sheets that you find in stores or using the powdered Knox gelatin. That one, it can bloom in like cold water. So that's in cold liquids, sorry. And that's what you use mostly for like making like mousses and all that stuff, or like custards, like a semi-solid dessert, cheesecake even. So once this mixture was heated up, I put that into a squeeze bottle that I have. One of those, like when you see cooking shows, you see chefs have like those squeeze bottles with their sauces and everything that they use to like finely plate their dishes. So I have a couple of those. Or you could use a medical syringe. Not a medical syringe, like it's a syringe for like food, where it doesn't like have the needle part that obviously like medical ones do, but it has like the dropper style. So that, because what you need to do is then you fill that with liquid, and then you have to get cold neutral oil. So by neutral oil, I mean like canola oil, vegetable oil, which doesn't have any flavor or any like taste to it, because then they have like the flavored ones, which is like grapeseed oil or avocado oil, which has a hint of the items that was used to make it. Welcome back, Shadow. No more Rocket League? Oh, I hope your last match went well. Where was that? Yeah, okay, so yeah, the neutral oil. So with that one, you need to like put that into a large container, and you want to like chill that down quite a bit. So some say put it into the freezer for about an hour, which kind of, because you want that cold temperature, because that's what's required to solidify the spheres. I put mine in the fridge for a little bit, and then I put it into the freezer because just to get that cold temperature. Now, I made the mistake of using a small cannon jar because I thought, oh, it won't. I'll be able to use this like repeatedly. Going forward in the future, if I were to do this again, I would use a larger container and fill it with more oil. And the reason for that is because every time you like pour the liquid, or when you're using this, the oil kind of does go down in volume because it's being used to coat these pearls. So once your oil is really cold, you take it out, put it down, and you take your dropper or your what I just called it just now, your dropper or your like squeeze bottle, and you want it as close to the oil as possible because that helps apparently form the balls. And you just lightly squeeze, or just let it pour out slowly in drops, because as soon as it hits the oil, it's going to turn into these spheres, which is what you want. By the way, I got my controller delivered today. Oh, that's awesome. Good job. I hope it helps. Yeah, so like, and this is what you get afterwards, let me just blow it up on screen. So you get like these little spheres here. Yeah, some of them are going to be a little odd shaped because of how they form in the oil, especially if too much liquid comes out at once. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of like fruit caviar I ended up making, because I ended up making a cup worth of puree, which was a lot, actually. I didn't realize that. So my oil, I was filling up the container with a lot more pearls than I had, and I had a lot of extra leftover uh, mixture, right? So I was constantly taking the oil in the container, like I was taking the container, and then using a fine mesh sleeve, I dumped that into another container. So like it separates the pearls from the oil. And then after that, I just rinse the pearls lightly underwater just to wash off that excess oil. Otherwise, when you bite into them, it's going to taste very oily, and you don't want that. That ruins the texture. And then obviously with the oil, because I used a small container, I made the mistake, and that's my fault. I poured it back into my cannon jar, chilled that down quickly just so it gets that cold temperature, and was constantly making a couple batches of these pearls. And this is why I was saying when you do this, you want to use a large container, because I found with the mixture, because of the agar, it solidifies quickly, like a lot faster than if I was using like regular powdered gelatin. So I was against a clock there. So I had to cool down the oil as well as try and get as much use out of the mixture as possible. And so what I did, actually, a little bit of a cheat way, I took a bowl, filled it with ice and water, and I left the oil or the cannon jar in that water solution, and that helped chill it down quite quickly, which was nice. Because I was able to like keep going back and forth, and it was a bit of a messy procedure. Now I know for future what to do better. Because once I got to a point where all the mixture in my squeeze bottle like solidified, I couldn't do anymore, and it was kind of funny. Like once I took it apart, under the cap, like literally a gelatin mold of the cap just popped out. It looked so weird. And then inside the container, I had to rinse it with like hot water and stuff. And honestly, like there's just like a gelatin mold of the actual container popped out as well. It was so weird, but kind of cool to see like how agar actually reacts compared to powdered gelatin. But what I'm planning to do with this now is trying to do like a fancy like ice cream dessert, and that was the whole reason why I wanted to do this. So I actually have graham crackers that I'm going to crush up. Sorry, give me one second. Sorry, I had to burp. I'm going to actually crush up a bunch of like graham crackers into like a fine dust powder, put that on a plate, and then I've kind of been trying to learn how to quenelle ice cream. So that's where you see those like fancy desserts where it is it's how to like that sphere, like that oval shape. Let me see if I can actually pull it up on the internet, and I can show you what a quenelled. You gonna look for a bit? Yeah, not a problem, Chad. Okay, so this. Turn that off. Turn this on. So this is what a quenelled ice cream is. You know how? Let me just activate this. Capture cursor. Okay, cool. Oh, you guys can't see the cursor. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so like this kind of shape here, that's what a quenelle is. So what I'm thinking of doing is something similar to, okay, something like this, where I'm going to have like a graham cracker dust, and then I'm going to put a quenelle of ice cream on top of it, and then I'm going to top that with the fruit caviar. That's what I'm thinking. Or I might put the fruit caviar at the side. I don't know yet. I'm still playing around with like the idea, because I've seen like ice cream with. So something like this kind of look. Obviously, I'm not going to have like this is actual like caviar, which I've never had before. Could be salty. I don't know. Actually, let me see if they have something with fruit caviar. No, they don't. But yeah, so something like this is kind of what I was thinking of in terms of like design wise, where I would have a dust here, I would have the caviar, and then like the quenelled ice cream. That, or maybe I could do something like this, but this is obviously different types, which I am actually thinking of trying to do also a blueberry caviar, which I think could be kind of cool too. Just I like to learn how to plate different things, make it look fancy, like something like this even, where you have that dust. I'm also thinking of incorporating pistachios. Now, I don't know, do you think it would be better to do a pistachio in the actual dust itself, or some like this one here, where it has the pistachio dust sprinkled on top of it? Because then that would give you a nice textural or a nice flavor contrast. Because the ice cream I have is a French vanilla ice cream. Now, I will admit, I did not make the ice cream. This one is a store-bought ice cream because I got lazy. Now, could I make ice cream? I have the ingredient, or I have the machines to make it, so I could, in theory, make ice cream. Like even something like this is kind of cool. I want to do like I'd make a panna cotta, uh, invert it, and then cover it with. Let me see what kind of panna I would do. Oh, maybe I could do a coffee caviar. Yeah, because I've seen this before where it's like a coffee mousse or cappuccino mousse, and it has coffee caviar on top of it with like a whipped cream. That could be a really cool fancy dessert that I would actually be pretty cool to try and learn how to make. Now, do I? I'm trying to also cut down on the sweets too, right? So I don't do all this very often. So I would have to get someone to, taste it for me or to be my guinea pig, which would be kind of nice to have because sometimes you want to make stuff and then uh you want to treat people. So this is actually something that's I thought was pretty cool too. It's fruit caviar and you can put it on yogurt and everything too. So you get fresh fruits there, and it's just another way to incorporate fruit into your diet. Where instead of just eating like the whole fruit by itself, you get a little bit. Yes, it's labor intensive, and is it more complex than it needs to be? Yes, it is. Like, do you need to make caviar just to eat breakfast? No, you don't. But on a special occasion, like say Valentine's Day, which is coming up, if you have a loved one, you can learn how to make fruit caviar, and it's really, really easy to do. If you want you could do like fancy plating and stuff like that, and it just like even here, this person literally took orange slices and they added caviar to it. Now, there is other ways you can make this too. Like, so I went about it the way of using like fresh fruit, and I did the whole process of uh, pureeing it, and then straining it, and then doing this. You could actually just use fruit juice too. It's a little bit more expensive because it's it's fruit juice. You're buying it from the store, so someone's already processed everything for you, versus buying berries yourself and putting all that time and effort into making it yourself. But that's completely fine. I I might do that too because I might get orange juice and try and make orange juice caviar, or carrots. Like you can do vegetables with these too. Because I was thinking, that could be kind of like a fun little Easter idea. Oh, actually, I have an idea right now. I have been tempted to get these molds that are shaped like bunny rabbits that I saw on Amazon, and I would do a chocolate kind of like dirt underneath it. You put the rabbit mousse on it. It'd probably be a vanilla mousse, and then you make carrot caviar and put it in front of the rabbit so that it's eating it. So you get that whole Easter theme going. Oh, that actually would be kind of smart. Interesting. And and really cool thing is like here. So here's that another view of that picture. So you get your yogurt, and then you have the flavor explosions of these caviar that you made. So it's just a nice textural change as opposed to say taking fruit and slicing it up and just dumping it into your breakfast dessert. And you can even use it for drinks too, which is really cool. You can essentially anything that you can add gelatin to, you can turn it into a caviar of some sort. And it's super simple, super easy. Like I saw a picture of Let me see. What was this? Bruschetta caviar. It was a bruschetta thing where they made it at Okay, so this is what I actually I thought was really, really cool. So make the process of making caviar out of other ingredients is called molecular gastronomy, right? And essentially it's science. You're making science fun. And I thought this was a really, really cool idea. So this is a bruschetta made with molecular gastronomy. So you get your bread, you toast it and everything, but then this right here, this layer is tomato water. This black layer is balsamic vinegar, and this green layer is, I believe, basil. Like, how cool is that? That you can take stuff like that, turn it into just like these little pearls, and completely change your eating experience. Instead of having like the big something like this, like it could be a bit messy. Like this, for example, like yes, this would be delicious. Like don't get me wrong, this would be amazing, but it is a lot. Like that is a huge mouthful to try and eat, and it's gonna fall everywhere. Your hands are gonna get messy and dirty trying to eat all these like amazingly delicious looking dishes. But imagine doing this like this. It's a simple one bite. You pick it up, whole thing in your mouth, and you still get all those flavors too. The tomato water, that one has me a little bit curious about how that one would taste, actually, to be honest. Sorry. Like, I have to see how they actually made the tomato water, because I'm just thinking, like, what, do they soak tomatoes in just the water? Because if they were using, like, tomato juice or something, this should be red, but it's very clear. So I want to see the process on how they made that. And then, yeah, and again, this is the same when you go to sushi too. When you get those, I don't know what roll it is, but they say it's covered with like fish roe. I don't know if it's real fish roe or they just simulate it and make their own, which would make sense because considering how much you would have to go through, it gets very, very expensive, right? So by doing something like this, you can save costs because it's very simple, very easy to make, and the pearls last for about 3 to 5 days in an airtight container in your fridge. So you can make them once a week as needed, making small batches, and then it's very easy to make more as needed. You just need about an hour to 2 hour max, like 1 to 2 hours tops to make this, as long as you have your oil ready and you chill it in the fridge. Because once you get all the ingredients prepped and everything, actually making it is very, very quick and simple. It's just you're sitting there dropping the liquid into cold oil, and that's all it is. And then you want to just strain that out afterwards. And the nice part is you can always reuse that oil too, because it's a neutral oil. They say you want to strain it through a fine mesh strainer just to get rid of any little bits from whatever you're making caviar out of. You could use like a fine mesh strainer, or you could use cheesecloth. Put that oil into a container and put in your fridge to reuse for another round. Now, keep in mind when you put oil in fridge, it will solidify because oil does have a freezing point. But you can just like let that come to room temperature so it like defrosts and everything and it becomes a liquid again. And then you just like put it back in the fridge to cool down. You don't want it frozen. You don't want it slushy. You want it where it's still liquidy, but it's a cold liquid. It's still in that liquid state versus that state between like slush and liquid. But yeah, that's honestly like what I kind of been doing. I went on a tangent. I'm sorry. I realized uh you guys were asking like what I was doing this weekend, and it kind of just went into tangent of like caviar. But honestly, when it comes to like fancy food plating and stuff like that, I kind of a lot of people say like, "Oh, you should be a chef or whatever," because when they see the stuff that I make, they're like, "Oh, this is really fancy." And everything. I'm like, honestly, I don't think I could ever be a chef just because I don't think I could handle the stress of a kitchen, like of a professional working kitchen, and just like that fast pace. It's not that I can't handle fast pace, but just like the chaos that comes with it too. I don't know if I could deal with that. For me, cooking is relaxing. It allows me to like just play around and be creative and try different things without having to stress. Okay, so this picture right here is kind of what I would think bruschetta would look like more, where you maybe you puree the tomato and you turn that into like a liquid. This has no garlic, no onions. Okay, well, I don't know what that is, but like something like that could be kind of fun. You could add that just the diced chives to it. You can make your balsamic pearls. You can make your tomato pearls. You can, and if you don't want to do like the basil pearls, you just dice up some chives, put it on top like that, standard bruschetta, and that could be really fun. Yeah. Sorry, I just kind of went on a little bit of tangent there without realizing it. But yeah, that's honestly what I kind of been doing. And yeah, sorry, I just kind of lost track of where I was going with everything now. And I hope you guys don't mind like doing just like a just chatting stream today because I was thinking about what to do and I was hitting a wall. Like I could do more arc nights, which is interesting. So like I played the last stream. It is very heavy on the world building so far. Hopefully it does change to a bit more like story mode, and I'm doing less world building. I understand at the very beginning I have to set up everything, and that's fine. Uh, Before I forget, and this isn't me shilling or anything. As you guys know, I played that Five Hearts game recently on stream. Really enjoyed it. And I've played some of the other games that the company has done as well. I've done the uh, Heroine Through My Lens, which was okay. That one felt a little confusing. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little all over the place. Whereas Five Hearts was very much like a straight. It had a plot that continued through. Excuse me. With Valentine's Day coming up on what is it, Saturday? They released a demo for their newest game called Summer Heartbeat. So I was thinking, even though it's like maybe probably a 20-minute demo, I might play that one on Friday, just because it's a dating game, Valentine's, do that whole thing. But also, if you go to Steam, uh, so this is just the company name. It was easier for me to find it this way. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, this is the game I'm thinking I might play on Saturday or on Friday in preparation for Valentine's Day on Sunday or Saturday. Sorry, I'm getting my days confused. But I thought maybe since I have this page open, let's just play the trailer, kind of get so you guys can see what it's about. Let me just pause Spotify. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear us. Oh. Okay, maybe I might change my mind. Oh. The loan shark Nuna? Oh my. Childhood friend. The mature Nuna. Village chief's daughter. Cafe part-timer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Am I going to get in trouble for this, actually? This one seems a bit more... What the fuck was that? Okay, let me just close out this for now. And then here's like wallpapers of the various characters. Okay, so let me not get in trouble here. So yeah, these are the various characters that I guess you're trying to romance. So the concept is a village romance hotter than summer's heat. Drowning in debt, you escape to the countryside only to meet the lone shark Nuna, your first love, and the tsundere village princess. This summer, your heart's melting faster than ice cream. Who's going to set your world on fire? Damn. Like, shit. I don't know if I should actually play this one on stream, because this... I mean, it's going to be the same as like Five Hearts. So it has suggestive scenes, but it's obviously not... it's not adult. I don't think. No, please be no. Because that would get me in so much trouble. And it is planning to come out next month, so maybe. But yeah, I was thinking about try this one on Friday. We'll see. And also, this company itself, I just saw it in the announcements yesterday. If you guys actually like those kind of games, the Five Hearts and everything, and if this game kind of interests you, they do have a sale coming up on the day just before Valentine's Day. So you can get like all these games for discount, which is really cool. Five Hearts Under One Roof, Season 1 and 2, plus the DLCs, which we saw. Like I have the photo book and I have the soundtrack, and those are really good. Dolphin Moon Beauties. I haven't played that one yet. Heroines Through My Lands. That was the one I was a little confused. That felt a little confusing to me, its story plot wise, but it wasn't too bad. And then I know we did the Beauties and the Stranded demo on stream one day, and that was a fun game. Like I'm really looking forward to that one. That one actually, unfortunately, got pushed back because they wanted to reshoot a bunch of stuff and make it better, and that's fine with me. Like I have no problem with a company wanting to delay putting out their games if they want to make it better. I'd rather have a better product and fully finished and more cohesive product than something that it just puts out and then it feels very disjointed. You know what I mean? But yeah, so let me, just so I don't get in trouble, I'm going to switch back to food. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I want to try and do in the next couple of days. But yeah. So I did have to snooze an ad break during that trailer, which is fine. There isn't going to be an ad coming up in about just under 2.5 minutes. So during that time, I am actually going to just slip away quickly and run and use the bathroom and get some water, drink some more water and stuff, which I want you guys all to do as well too. Obviously, temperature's getting warmer out. You know, summer's coming closer. The snow is starting to melt. So make sure you guys are staying safe first of all, because you know, ice and everything is like snow will melt during the day and then freeze overnight still, so the roads can still be slippery. So do be safe, be careful, and also make sure you guys are hydrating every day. You want to keep healthy, and make sure you guys eat too. That's very important because I know it's so easy to just like skip a meal because you're like so busy and everything, but it's very important to keep hydrated and to keep nourished. Like you want that energy in your body. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this is like a vegetarian bruschetta. So instead of using a low carb, sorry, a low carb bruschetta, where instead of using like bread and everything, it looks like they use a piece of cheese. Oh, sorry, no, I just couldn't see it, but they do use bread. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I thought this is actually a pretty cool idea. So you got the bread here, what looks like a piece of cheese, and then you have lettuce on top of that, and then you put everything here, and you got your, I'm assuming, balsamic vinegar pearls or something like that. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. I would highly recommend, though, if you guys ever are interested in, let me actually just switch back to just chatting here, to looking up molecular gastronomy. Well, let me turn that off too. You guys don't need that anymore. Molecular gastronomy. If you want, it's pretty cool stuff. It's very simple to do. It did look daunting at first, but honestly, YouTube videos. That's how I learned how to do all this stuff. And it is very simple and quick and easy to do. And yeah. Okay. So ad's actually going to start in about 8 seconds. So I'm just going to quickly run to the bathroom, and when we come back, maybe we'll play a game or something. I'll figure it out once I'm quickly stepped away. But yeah. Make sure you guys go drink, go use the bathroom if you need to as well. And I will see you guys in a couple minutes. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that. Just had to quickly run and do some business in the bathroom. Anyways, so I was thinking quickly about what we could do I was away, and then I quickly ran into my spare bedroom where I have a bunch of stuff stored, and I found something we could actually do to keep with like this whole chill vibe that we're going with today. Sorry, just get some water. And I found another. Let me switch back here. Oh, sorry. I found another Lego kit I could do, another botanical one. This will be a very quick, simple one. It's just a mini orchid. Because I thought, you know what? I'm having fun just sitting here chatting with you guys. And I wanted to continue doing that, you know? And I thought maybe another Lego kit could be done. Or, if you guys wanted, we could try and find scripts for like future ASMR. Actually, no, I'll do that on my own because some of them can be a little well, let's just say probably not appropriate for Twitch. But I'll find something like that and we could do that later. But in the meantime, let me just move my keyboard off to the side. I thought maybe I'll just build this here with you guys and we can just continue chatting and relaxing. Actually, you know what? Let's just update that stream title. All right, there we go. Just so I'm fully versed in what I'm doing. Excuse me. But yeah, I thought I'll just do this with you guys today because it's not a huge one. It's only 274 pieces, and as you can see, that it looks pretty easy to do, and it looks really pretty. Excuse me, really pretty itself. Let's pop this open. Don't want to cut myself. Oh, and all these bags and the instruction manual. Box off to the side here, and we start, I guess, off with bag one. So this is a peach oh good lord, phalaenopsis orchid. Can't even pronounce that word, phalaenopsis. A staple in interior decor, the orchid is often seen as a popular motif in art. In a tradition that spans more than 1,000 years, it is often portrayed in ink and wash paintings as part of a classic quartet of beautiful plants known as the Four Gentlemen, or the Four Noble Ones. Together, they represent the virtuous and continuous circle of the seasons: the orchid, spring; the bamboo, summer; the chrysanthemum is autumn; and the plum, winter. With its beauty and endurance, the orchid symbolizes nobility, friendship, and integrity, all refined virtues of a scholar. Okay, so I have the orchid here, and I did do the bamboo earlier. I just never picked up the chrysanthemum. It's always such a hard word to say. Hi, Stoopy. I'm gonna go rest now. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Have a good rest, Stoopy. Thank you very much for stopping in and just lurking. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you had a great day. And yeah, definitely just rest well, and we'll see you next time. But thank you for being here. Part of me is thinking I should find the chrysanthemum and the plum just so I could have all 4 seasons, because I have spring, I have summer, I need winter and fall, or autumn and fall. Noble by nature. Okay, let's get started. So I'm on page 1. Oh. a lot of pieces here. Okay, so here you need to start off with this big piece here and these two. Oh, and we got the smaller pieces over here. So I'm going to put the main stuff here and these smaller pieces right here off to the side. Oh, don't want to lose that. Put this garbage over. I'm not gonna lie, in a way, I'm kind of glad I'm not using the traditional black mat, black desk mat, and I have this colored one because it makes it easier to see like all the pieces. Whereas if I had the black felt mat, it would be, I feel like I would miss pieces so easily, especially like these black pieces will kind of just melt into it. So having something like this, such a stark contrast to the background. Okay, so I have to put this here. And this here. Now, the only bad thing, though, about having such a nice, brightly colored mat is if it gets dirty, it shows right away, you know, that it's dirty. So you just want to keep it clean. And yes, it is Hatsune Miku. I saw it at my local computer store, and I was like, I need to get this. If not now, then when? Okay, so we got this here, and then we move these big pieces out of the way. Okay, I need to grab 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these. And then I attach this, this, and this. So we got these pieces here. Come on. Honestly, I'm kind of enjoying this right now. Just like this chill, relaxing day with you guys. You know, that was really cool that we saw that on Mike unboxing. Actually, I'm curious. What do you guys think of unboxing videos? Like, if I have stuff in the future that's similar to like that, would you guys want to see more unboxing videos or not? Because I'm also trying to build up some YouTube content as well, just for fun, right? And I was thinking, does it make sense to do unboxing videos just for YouTube, separate from what I'm showing here on stream, or is that something you guys would want to see here on stream? I guess is what I'm wondering. Then these pieces here. So that's going to be that. And that there. Oh, shoot. Come on. I wish, oh, they didn't give a piece detacher like I had in the other one. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. And then these go in the corner here. Because, I mean, if you guys are interested in unboxing videos, I can definitely do stuff like that on stream. I do have a bunch of stuff that I probably should unbox. Mostly, it's all K-pop stuff I have, really. Because that's what I'm kind of like into, so. But if it's not something you guys are like hugely interested in, then I might just skip on it. Just because I do want to do stuff where it's appealing to you guys, you know? Okay, so I do this. 2, 3, and 4. And so like that. And then you have these pieces that go like this. 2, 3, and 4 here. And then you put it like that. So that's interesting how they do that, where they have the smooth piece here, and it's just supposed to slide it like that. You would think they would design it where maybe instead of doing four small blocks like this, it's just like one giant square with like these here. But then that, I guess that's a custom piece that they would have to design and manufacture and produce, and that could get expensive. Whereas they already have, the blueprints for just these four little squares with the claw on it. So that's like that, and then I build this here like this, it seems. Okay, we've got this here. So that's done there. And then this is going to flip out, but like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. And they want that like this. Oh, come on, fit in there. There we go. All right, so this is the base, which is pretty simple, pretty easy to do. Hey, these are the legs for it and everything. Come on. Oh, and then you get these two big blocks. Attach it like this. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's easy enough to do. So then this is going to be like this, which I flip this back over. And then this sits like this. What? It's just like this. Oh, okay, I see. So these sit on here. Okay. So like that and like that. And then this sits like that. Okay. And then what do you want? You want two pegs in the middle here. One. Oh, where'd it go? Two pegs here. And then grab this big block here and line it up like that. So I guess it looks like the flowers can come out. So they're not actually stuck inside. That's interesting how they did that. Then this and this. Here and here. And then, oh, you're really building this thing up. Okay. You take two pink blocks. Then you attach this and this like so. And then you connect it like that. Perfect. And you need to do two of those. So I guess you guys didn't expect me to be like, this kind of hairy. Yeah. It's not often you see someone with like that much hair on their arms. Actually, growing up, people would tease me, be like, "Oh, you're a teddy bear," or they'll call me like a bear or something like that, just because. Oh. And then this connects in like this. How does this do? Oh, okay, so they're actually using these to connect through the whole. Oh, sorry. Oh, bless me. So they're actually using these little pegs to act as the connection points here. So that's pretty neat. That's something that's really cool about Lego. Like they're pushing the ideas of how to attach pieces together. Because normally growing up, I never would have thought using these to act as pegs here, but I'd rather use these as like, just a piece attaches to the top of it, and that's it for design purposes. And then, oh, okay, this one is a little bit more complex. So you get 2 of these. Oh, come on, slip in. 1, 2 here, and then you grab these blocks like that. I don't want to grab. I grab one of these on top. Then you grab these pieces here. It's actually really cool to see how they came up with the design for these and like how they're actually putting everything together. Like we saw this when we were doing the Game Boy, that it was a lot of intricate parts to it. Where am I missing a piece? Oh no, here it is. And then I have to take the curved one like this. Okay, so you get one like a piece like this. I got to do that again. So you have that. You get your white blocks here. And then these 2 gray ones. Okay. Sorry, got a bit of a frog in my throat after that sneeze. Don't you ever hate that when, you sneeze and then there's like that phlegm buildup in your throat? Oh, sorry, I forgot to put this piece on here. And then you get here and here. And then similar to how we did here, this is going to actually connect this way. Where is it? It's right here. Okay. So this is how they're building up. So I guess when they build the insides, they don't really care too much about like what pieces that they use. They just want something that fills it. So they just use like these random colors that because they know they're going to cover it up anyways, right? Because then, like normally, this would look so weird seeing that, but then as soon as you attach these pieces here, like this, and then one other one here and here, like it looks nicer. Like you see, it looks like it's that golden ring now around it that you can kind of like see right here. Okay, and then put this back in here like this. Take the big golden disc. So they want this stuck in like this. Okay. Oh, so yeah, you have to be very careful. You got to line these pieces just right. So got that there, that there, and this here, which then fits like this. Oh. There we go. So that sits like that here. And then these pieces go around it like a ring. Oh, this song, Ending Credits by Taeyeon. This brings back so many memories. Just because this is the song that's playing on her concert, The Tents, which is the very first time I saw her live. I saw her live as a solo artist in concert in Korea back in 2019. And this was the last song that you heard at the end of the concert. So it's like, it's dragging up a lot of memories and emotions. Okay, so this is the base of it, which is really cool because so you have your stand-in base and then you have the ability to take the plant in and out. So I'm just gonna put that off to the side. I got 2 extra pieces here. I'm just gonna, we'll put in this smaller bag. put it back into this bag here. You never know if you need when you need like extra pieces, right? Okay. And bag 2. So what's nice about this one is there's only 2 bags you have to actually do, as opposed to when we did the orchid, or not the orchid, the bamboo. There was something like 6 bags or something like that. 4 or 5 bags. Oh, there's a piece left. And then 2 smaller bags here. So I'm going to put pieces here. Oh, come on, open. There we go. But yeah, like this song right now is just hitting that nostalgia for me right now. It's like, oh, I want to go back. I want to see her in concert. Like, she is an amazing singer. If you guys ever get the chance to see Taeyeon in concert, do it. Like, it is such an experience. Or if you had to see any idol that you really like in concert. Like, I know a lot of people are BTS fans and they're excited about the BTS's upcoming comeback. And tickets for that one, I believe, went on sale and was like crazy. I don't know if it actually went on sale. I'd have to look. But I know like fans are just massively excited for them to come back because it's their first time as a full unit since all the members finished their military service. Okay, so what do we got here? Now I need a tube here. Just gently spread things out so I can see what's going on. Okay, take this red piece here. Take a yellow dowel up top here. This piece here. You have to double this up. Oh, come on, get in there. Two of these, and then one of these in through here, like this. And then I gotta grab this piece, and how does this go? Like this, I'm thinking. Based off the instructions, that looks about right. You know, has the green piece going in the middle, because this can only go in that hole there. That's the only place it could go. Okay. So I got that. Take this piece. Okay, I'm gonna have to build some fancy piece here. Okay. So grab this, and I grab one of these. Attach it like that. Oh, that's pretty cool how this one is. Grab 2 of these leaves. Oh, so yeah, you have to be very careful which one to grab because obviously you can't grab 2 of the same because they're not going to connect. So they go like that. And these attach like this. Then you flip it over, and I need one of these to hold these in place like that. Okay. So this is probably like one of the giant leaves of the orchid. And I need to attach something to it. Oh, this. Which like swings in. Oh, and it's like a very stiff piece. Okay, cool. I'm going to go back and build this other one then. So take that. Oh, sorry, put that in the wrong place. Oh, no, come on, get off, get off, get off, get off. Ay! Shit. Give me 1 second. Just drop that piece. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. See, with this great piece, it got lost in the carpet. All right. So we got like that, like that. Attach this here, Attach that here. Back to this piece here to hold that in. Okay. And then this piece clips back into here. You'd think they would put something here maybe to like prevent it from possibly open up as well, because it's very, very loose here. And let me just make sure I didn't miss anything that's supposed to go there. No, it doesn't. It's just that one hold. Okay, so then you grab this. So it's like this, and this goes here. Okay. So this just easily snaps and goes into those pegs here. There you go. And you got like the leaves already. Like this is a very, very quick build, I'm finding, which is not too bad. Because sometimes you just like that quickness that comes with a build, because you don't want like something that's incredibly complex. And sometimes you do. Okay, so we got this here. And then I need this, 2, 3, and 4. To build this here. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a turtle shell, you know, like the Ninja Turtles, the way it's designed, which is kind of funny. It just in my head, I just started thinking that. I'm like, that is hilarious. Now I need this here to go on one of these. This green piece goes like this. To hold that in place there, and you need another one of these to attach. Okay, and I got to do that again. So here. Here, like so. Okay. And we got these pieces. So we're building that turtle shell again. That one piece down here at the end. Put that here, and one last joint piece here. So that was pretty quick and simple. Like we're actually moving through this one very, very fast, which is not too bad. So then these pieces now are going to go like that here. Okay, so that's how they do the leaves on this, which is pretty cool. Okay, so you get your orchid leaves a little high. These ones can rotate a little bit so they're a little bit more balanced. But yeah, that so far that's pretty cool. Maybe bring that down so so it looks a little bit cleaner. Let's put that off to the side there. Then you'll grab 2 of these pegs here to build. I guess we're building the stem now, or the branches, or no, the stem. Sorry, like this, and then just a little dowel here, which doesn't go all the way in. It doesn't look like. Okay, which is fine. And that piece attaches like this here. Oh, so this is a pink, and one of their members is actually engaged to get married in May. Bomi, and that's going to be very exciting for her. You know, she's technically the first member of the active group getting married, but if you look at the overall group, she's the second member, because they did have a member. They had 6 members at debut, but one member ended up leaving to go back and finish school, and she did get married. But they still keep in touch, which is nice to hear. The fact that, you know, group members are still keeping in touch with ex-group members is nice. Of course, obviously, if they are, you know, if they want to keep in touch. Because sometimes when you see in K-pop, once a member leaves the group, they just kind of go no contact, and it's unfortunate. It sucks. But, people change, things happen. It is what it is. Okay, so then this comes here like this. And, this piece. This piece goes, so if it's like this, goes like this. All right. And then that goes here like that, it looks like. Okay, so then that slips in here, and that goes over top there. Okay, perfect. And then I take 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just build them all together to build up the stem of the orchid. And then this one slips on top. Okay, and that helps add stability to this piece here because it was kind of leaning a little bit too far. But by putting this piece in, it now holds it upright. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a little fun piece to do. So let me just put that off to the side here. What I need this piece and one of these. Then another one of these. And then now we're making it like a curved. So like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and 1 here. Okay, who's this? Oh, this is after school. Okay. After school is one of those groups that just classic, Like they were ahead of their time. They did stuff that at the time groups didn't do. Like at least groups that you see now don't do the same sort of thing. Like after school, they learned how to play drums in order to do just one song, and that's amazing commitment. Now, yes, there are other groups that do that play instruments, but that's their whole thing. Whereas after school, that wasn't their thing. Oh wait. Oh, I did this wrong. See, this is where you got to pay attention because I totally screwed up here. These are supposed to be facing outwards, I believe. Yeah, I messed up. That's my fault because I was too distracted thinking, oh, this is so easy. These should all be facing outwards. Because when I look at it from the side, yeah. So like these holes need to be all facing up. That's my mistake there. So let me just rotate everything. Yeah, and that's the thing with Lego too, is if you're not paying attention, you can easily just miss a step and realize you did it all wrong. Okay, so now that I have it all facing up, that works better. So that's probably going to be like for the leaves or something. Okay. So far, so good. Looks pretty nice. Okay, now we're doing like the buds, it looks like. Okay, so I need to grab this and this piece here. Grab one of these doodads with this. That goes there. Oh, gotta do 2 of those. Okay. Because then that goes up here. Okay, and then you got this kind of like dumbbell looking piece. And you need this weird Oh, and here's the top of it. Okay. And then you got put, oh, these little, oh, this is such a cool little way that they do it. Like this is so tiny right here. It's kind of like hard to see, but like you see these little tiny pegs here. And then that's for like these little flower buds at the end. That's really cool. Oh, but these are very precarious pieces. But then you get that, like a little bud, which is pretty cool. Oh, and then this attaches on top of this. Oh, and then that is the very end here. Oh, come on. It doesn't want to fit. Or is it? Oh, just because of the shape of it, it's not going to fit all the way, I don't think. And I don't want to like try and force it just to be safe. Oh, it's very flimsy right now. Like, honestly, this base isn't the most secure, to be honest, which is, I guess, why they put it inside like the actual holder base itself. Okay. Okay, now what do I need? I need this thing here and this piece, which kind of reminds me of like a lightsaber in a way. Dude, I want to go to Disney one day and I want to actually do one of those build-in lightsaber events because it looks so fun. This looks like it goes upside down. Like that, maybe. And then you attach... Oh, where's it? Oh, no, I did it the wrong way. Okay. I'm stupid. Okay, so this goes back in. This goes like this here. And then this will go on top and it locks into there. Okay, that makes more sense. And then they have... what is this? Oh, it's one of these pieces. So it's got that little angled edge here, or angled knob that goes into here, the rod that goes in here. So it kind of puts off like this. Okay. And I need to do how many of those? Just the one, which then take this here, goes like this. Oh, and that allows you to like have rotated flower buds because it can rotate up, down, whatever way you want it to do. And then same thing here, the little lightsaber handle and another angled piece here. And this one goes 1, 2. This is the third one up here. Okay. So that's pretty nice so far. We'll just put that off to the side here. Okay. So now I have to do 3 of these. Okay. So I need 1, 2, 3. Grab these handles again. And 3 of these. Plus 1, 2, and 3 these pieces. Okay. So got like that. You put this in. And you grab this piece in. Like that. Very quick and simple and easy to do. Actually, if you look at it, it kind of looks like a ray gun or a drill, like zzz, zzz. Okay, so got that piece, and this piece. And then one more time. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And then these pieces, look like they're going at the bottom here. Okay, so every second one. So like that. Down here. And this one goes up top. Okay. I am worried that this might be like top heavy on one side once you finish building it. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, so now we're doing the flower petals themselves. So I take one of these and one of these. These are like little wrench pieces here and the ring. And that goes in like this. Oh, wait, sorry. I need to also grab this piece here. So this goes into here. Oh, I see. So this piece actually doesn't, it's the same size as the hole here. So it can't really like connect. But once you put the wrench partially in, then you stick it into the hole in here and then it holds it in place. Okay, so that's good to know. So then you get this little like shape thing here. Okay, then I grab a petal here, like this. Grab one of this and one of this. So then this goes on top. And you finish it off with this. So this is like one of the petals right here. And I gotta do this 5 times? Oh, I'm gonna have to do the whole thing 5 times. Okay. So then when it's like this, you grab 2 of these and these ones, these square based ones. Okay, so I grab one like that and one like this, which they kind of look like little feet, to be honest with you. Like, don't they look like they could be Sonic feet in a way? Like if you look at this, it's like a little Sonic foot. Like, and make sure you do this right. So these parts are horizontal, okay, and then they just clip onto the ring. Oh, that's pretty neat. Oh, come on, clip onto that ring. There we go. Ah, okay, there we go. And this rotated. Ah, this is falling apart. Oh, these pieces are very, very, very tricky. Come on. Okay. If I rotate, there we go. There we go. Now it fits. Okay, and then I grab another one of these. Oh, okay. I'm stupid. I did this completely wrong. I grabbed the wrong color. Because I'm like, why is the orange with the pink? I mean, yeah, it would look nice, but it's the wrong piece. Because I wasn't paying attention and saw that there's 2 different colors. There is an orange one and there's a pink one. Okay, so I need to grab the pink one and put that on top of the ring, which was rotated on me. Okay, so we got that there, because then that holds it there. And then you grab the orange one with one of these T pieces, which goes into the top. Oh, first I got to add these pieces back on. Okay. So you grab this T piece like that, rotate it like this, and then it fits like this here. Okay. I keep dropping. Okay, so it's like this right now, where it's like a little seat in a way, almost, you know? because it's like sitting down. It's like a little throne. And then I grab two more of these, two of these, and then one of these, two of these. Oh, am I going to have enough pieces? I hope so. Yeah, because that should be up like that. And they say rotate it. I'm just making sure I'm doing this right. So I got this facing down. This is here like that. There. You grab this like this. And then you take this like this. Okay. So then again, this grabs here. And then this goes vertical. And so it's grabbing like that. And then these, oh, snapping like this. Oh, okay, I see. So make sure these are securely locked in. Maybe bend these down a little bit. Oh, these pieces are very... Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is like that. These are slightly in front of that piece. All right, and that's one completed pedal. Man, that was a complex pedal to do. Like, if you look at that, it looks nice, but just because of this whole ring situation, pieces are constantly shifting and moving. So I got to do 5 of those. All right. Okay, let's try that. Doing that again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make a bunch of the pieces at the same time. So then I don't have to keep flipping back and forth to remember how to do this. Okay, so grab one. Grab all these pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 wrenches. So partially in there. And then completely lock that in. Yeah, this would have been smarter to do in the first place this way. Just do like a whole bunch of the pieces together at once. There we go. But at least I did the test run first, so I saw what I needed to do, and I learned that, and I saw that there was the 2 different colored flower petals here, so that was good to know. All right, so we got that, and the final one here. Oh, drop that. All right, cool. Man, I haven't heard this song in ages. Miss A. This was like this is one of the big bands back in the day. Okay, so then this. Oh, sorry, no, I have to attach a piece here first. And attach here. Okay, cool. Got that done. Then you toss this on top with a pink piece here. Make sure it's straightened and lined up first. Okay, and we got this here. Okay, now that I actually know what I'm doing, it's a lot easier, it's a lot faster, and I'm kind of like figuring out the tips and techniques quite a lot easier. Okay, and so we got that. And then the final one. Okay, quickly let's just lock that up. Cool. So that's a lot. It makes it a lot easier doing all these at once. And we are getting close to finishing this. So that's pretty nice. So put this here. Then I need my little feet. 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, and 4 pair of feet. And then all these pieces here. So 2, 2, 2, and 2. Okay, so that, because it makes it a lot easier doing them like mass pieces together, or like just get all these pieces done as one, because then I can just put everything together a lot faster, it feels like. Okay. So that's that. It's here. All right, cool. So we got this. So I was actually thinking about it. So I know I just started Arc Knight, but you guys really seem to like this also Rocket League game. So, and I know we've talked about it before on stream. So I was thinking maybe I'll give it a shot on like next stream or something. I'll download it, see what it's like, and we can play it. Obviously, you guys could like give me tips and stuff too, because I'm probably going to be really bad at it. And we'll see how that goes. Like if it, because I was looking at it on Twitch, and it does seem interesting. You know, the whole racing and soccer and racing concept. It could be kind of fun. Because I know I want to say this because I am worried that if I continue playing Arc Knight, because it is a gotcha game. First off, I'm going to get FOMO for missing out on doing character pulls, and I'm going to be honest and realistic with you guys. I probably won't be doing like grinding hard to get my dailies done on that game because I honestly, it's going to burn me out. It's going to tire me out, and I know this for a fact. Uh, and I don't want to like give you guys something that I'm not going to be like super into and super committed to doing all the time. You know, especially with gacha games. Like I gave up on Wuwa, I gave up on Honkai Star Rail after like a month or so. Granted, with Wuwa, I did play that one a little bit longer just because I wanted to get some of the characters, and it was like the first gacha that really kind of I put a lot of time and effort into. But trying to do that daily, it did really tire me out, and I can admit that to you guys. So we'll see how long I do on Arc Knight, or if it's just going to be like where I just tried it one time on stream and I end up putting it to the side and forgetting about it for forever. Because I mean, I downloaded Where Winds Meet and I still haven't played that game. You know, granted, in my defense, we were playing Stellar Blade during that time when it came out, so I just really wanted to finish that one because it was such a good game. Like, honestly, that one was fun playing with you guys and getting as far as we did. And actually, speaking of Stellar Blade, so I have been doing playthroughs again of it to try and unlock the other endings. And I'm noticing that the bosses are so much easier. Like it is insane how much easier the bosses are now that I'm overpowered. Like when we first played it, there was the Area 1 boss who had like that chainsaw face and everything, like that circular chainsaw face. And it took me like what 3-4 times trying to beat him with my current power level. But because I played New Game Plus, which carried over my stats from the previous run, oh my god, it was so easy to beat him. Like I didn't even have Did I use tacky mode? No, I don't even think I used tacky mode on that boss. I just went in and I just wailed on him, not letting up. And because I had uh, my beta energy skills, I was just able to unleash all of those. I never had to use uh, a life potion once, and that was insane. I'm like, how? Like, how did I struggle so much at the very beginning, and now it's just like I am going through these bosses like a piece of cake, you know? What am I doing? Two, 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 and two. So these go here. These go here, and these go here. Two, one, two, and then these two here. So these are all spare pieces here. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, like trying to just going through the celebrator right now is like insanely easy. Now, I did end up because I did buy the DLC. I did get codes for Goddess of Victory, Nikki, whatever. I don't know how it's pronounced. And because I didn't actually end up using that code, it expired. So that's unfortunate. All that does though is it gives you a one skin in the game, and allows who is it? Eve and Lily as playable characters in the DLC. As a DLC playable character in that mobile game. And because I don't play the game, it kind of went to waste. But that's, it is what it is. I'm glad I bought the DLC version, or the deluxe bundle for that, because I got all those extra skins. I got all those extra like money in the game. I got the ability. Oh shit! What happened? I got the ability to unlock the Near Automata skins. I got the Nike skins. So that was nice. Like that trade off is worth it, honestly. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of me is thinking I have Near Automata. I kind of want to play that maybe on stream, because that could be a fun game too. Like I heard good things about it. It was like game of the year or something like that. So I thought, why not give it a shot? You never know, right? It could be the next big game that we finish on stream. Because I've never played it. And would that be something you guys be interested in seeing? Play through of that game? Because I'm very much down to do that. Because going through and learning these games and playing them with you all, it's really fun. It's really cool. And then I also get your guys' perspective on things too. Like, oh, I missed how to do something here, or you guys, you give me a insight into the games, like how Stoopy was telling me. We were talking, and we found out like the whole religious concept in Stellar Blade, which you don't get until the very end. And now that you look back at it, you think, oh, this makes sense that it was done this way. Cool. We're almost done here. Just the final leaves, and then we'll have the orchid built up. Okay, so this is the last petal. And now we can start building the final flower petals. Okay. So that goes like that, and that's, oh, put that one backwards. Okay, so these ones should be closer to the bottom, I feel like. So it's like that, and then it's like that more. So let me fix this one up here where I have these ones a little bit more closer to the bottom, so it fills up a little bit more space. And then these can be like a little bit more centered out here, like that. Yeah, that looks, oh shit. Sorry for my language. But yeah, that looks a lot nicer there, So now that I know that, it makes it a lot easier to just adjust them beforehand. Okay, so we got that and that. And okay, there we go. Yeah, these pedals are a little bit tricky off the rip, but once you get the hang of it, once you know what you're doing, it's a lot easier now. The only thing I don't like is how easy like it rotates and shifts on you. So then it gets a little bit more difficult to try and like align things, especially when you have like, sorry, there we go. I'm slightly a bit like OCD in like how I need things to look. Like I like that symmetry look to it, right? So I try and make it as symmetrical as possible looking. And that's just on me. That that's just like my tick sort of thing. Okay, so got that. And we got that there. So that pedal. Okay. Make sure, oh, this isn't clipped in as properly. Okay, there we go. And that's my biggest worry too, is like, oh, I'm attaching these pieces. Did I make sure they're all secured properly inside, Otherwise, it could fall off and then you lose a piece and that gets just annoying. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then the last one right here. Okay, okay. One here and one here. But actually, I am curious about something. So I know I mentioned it at the very beginning, like, oh, who knows? I might do a little bit tuber stuff with just like the whole ASMR type of thing. Is that stuff you guys would actually be interested in seeing? Like, some people aren't a big fan of it, and some people don't mind it. So I was just curious, like, if I did do that kind of thing, what are your thoughts? Okay, now I got to figure out how to attach these pieces. Okay, so this attaches like here, I guess. Like that. One attaches here. This goes up here. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so that's what I'm always worried about is like trying to attach these on, like making sure I put it on just right too, because you want it to rotate properly. But then you also don't want to like force it because then this happens, pieces fall off. Okay. Okay, so this rotates like that. Okay. Okay, let me bring this base in so it can sit on the base. Okay, so then this one attaches like here. Honestly, it's a lot easier, I think, if I were to attach it like this first. So it can snap in and then just pop this piece back in. Yeah, so it's a lot easier that way than trying to force these pieces in. So let me pop this piece out. Because that just slides into there. Whereas these ones I have to like push to lock the back piece inside. To lock the back piece inside to here, right? Okay. And with that, it's done. The orchid is complete. Yeah. Okay, so let me just put these off to the side here. Yeah, so obviously you can't see it from the top view, but if I were to tilt it like this, you know, and then it'll go like that sort of deal. So like that's the, okay, so it actually should fit like this. Okay, I'm just gonna put it like this so it looks nice. But yeah, so essentially that's it. That's the orchid. Let me center this here and come on. I'm just going to tilt this because it's not actually straight here, but just the way this is designed, like it would have to sit like that and it's going to fall. So let me just tilt it like that. But yeah, there you go. That is the orchid. It wasn't a hard build compared to what we did before with like the bamboo or the Game Boy, which was a little bit more complex. This one is pretty standard, pretty straightforward, but it was fun. The only part that I didn't like was trying to build the flower petals, just because it is all on those rings and everything was sliding everywhere. And it was getting a little bit like chaotic to try and deal with that. But overall, really fun, really enjoyed it. So let me just put this away. It's just these spare pieces. What I do is I put them back into like a small little bag like this so I don't lose all the pieces. And then I just tape it shut. So then if I ever need them in the future, at least I have it, right? Because I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So if I just tape it shut and then I just put it back into the box, because I always keep the box. Because the box is a nice little vessel, I guess. And then you got to keep the instructions too, right? So everything goes back in the box, and then if I ever need to move or something, I can take things apart and I can store it inside the box and keep it that way so I don't lose anything. But yeah, so that was the Legged Orchid. I really enjoy that, to be honest. It's really cool. Actually, let me just check. How can I... Screenshot. Oh, sorry. Let me just quickly... Okay, there we go. I just wanted to make a quick screenshot of it so I can like, hey, this is what I did today. But honestly, this was really fun. I really appreciate you guys being here and chatting with me. I realized it wasn't like a super exciting stream. We did talk about, we did that unboxing at the very beginning. Let me just get some water. I mean, we did go over the unboxing of Taeyeon's Bluetooth mic album at the very beginning, which I thought was really cool. And then I did like sharing the molecular gastronomy stuff with you guys. I thought that's something like I'm really into. Not necessarily the science behind it, but creating different food items, creating dishes, creating something kind of cool and different and unique. And obviously, I wish I could do cooking streams. I just don't have the setup for it, to be honest. Like, I don't even know how I would do this. And I'm not going to cook at my desk because I don't have a hot plate or cooking source that I could use at my desk. And I wouldn't want to risk that just in case because it's not a lot of space I have here. Excuse me. But being able to like talk about cooking and stuff like that with you guys is pretty fun. And who knows, maybe in the future, I could like cook something and like show you guys. Like I can kind of do what I did beforehand. Excuse me, sorry about that. Where I cooked stuff, but I recorded it and then I would just play it on stream and then like go over my process with you guys about how I made this, how I made that, my thought process here and there. Like if that's something you guys wouldn't mind seeing, like I have no problem doing that. It's just actually setting up a cooking camera and then trying to figure out angles and everything. That will be a little bit more time consuming, a little bit more complex for me. And then trying to figure out how to set up my streaming system there too. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just how would I do it? Because for me, like I move back and forth between like where my prep area is versus where I do like the cooking aspect of it. So it's a lot of back and forth stuff. And would that be something you guys would want to see? I don't know, and I'd have to figure out camera setups, and I would have to get extra like webcams to set that up too. Because right now my current webcams, the way it's set up, it's hard to move them. Uh, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a day here. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me, for being here, and just keeping me company whilst I'm building Lego and just going off and talking about random things. Even if you just have me on in the background and lurking, again, I really appreciate that. Let me just switch back to my just chat on the screen. But yeah, like that it means a lot to me, and honestly, I know I'm not like super entertaining and everything, and I could be like more like crazy chaotic to try and uh, bring in trying to get views and everything, but that's not me. Like this isn't who I am. Like I'm just a very chill, laid back kind of person. I'm only here to hang out with you guys. Sorry, my eyes just kind of went a little wonky on my model. But yeah, I'm just here to just chill and hang out with you guys. Maybe play some games. Just talk about anything. Like the fact that we were able to do a Lego just now, that was really fun. And the fact that we just kind of like had a random day today. I yes, I know I should kind of like be more scheduled and like figure out things in advance, but I just prefer to do things by the seat of my pants. Because when you're too scheduled, then it doesn't feel fun sometimes. Because it's like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. Whereas right now, I can just do whatever and hang out with you guys. Now, if you, yeah, sorry, just hanging out with you guys is just all that really matters the most. Because all I want to do is just meet people, hang out, make friends. I don't push for collabs or anything. Um, I'm still trying to get a whole hang on this whole streaming thing. Trying to figure out, what's the best way to be engaging, what kind of things people like. And yeah, like I appreciate you guys just being here with me as I try and figure this out, offering suggestions, offering ideas. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, do you guys actually like these early morning streams or like morning for me? Uh, Depending on what your time zone is, or do you think it'd be better doing like later in the day where maybe you have it's at the evening where you just chill and relax, and then you might be like, oh, let's just put on a stream and just chill and watch, put it on the background sort of thing. Because I know, like, I'm trying to. It's hard to be accommodating for everybody because I know some people their time zone is late at night, like Shadow and Stoopy and Chen. Like, this is probably late night for you guys, or you're sleeping. Whereas for me, it's still early morning in the day. It's not even noon yet. So I'm like, do I do that kind of thing, or do I push it towards like later in the evening where maybe it's daytime for you guys so you can stay longer? And like from North American viewers, maybe it's like in the evening for them so they could come and watch it. But then again, I know a lot of people, a lot of North American streamers, they tend to do their streams in the afternoon. So then do I try and compete with, friends who I want to support as well and do my stream at the same time as them where they can't potentially come and watch, but then I also can't potentially go and watch their streams too because like I want to support them and everything as well. So it's a balancing act right now. I'm trying to figure out, and I just want to have fun. That's all, really. At the end of the day, all I'm here to do is just have fun and just hang out with you guys. That being said, I do think I'm just going to call it a day here. I appreciate everyone who has came in, who has chatted with me, who has, taken the time to like even just putting me on in the background and lurking. I appreciate you guys all. And I will see you on Wednesday. I'll try and figure out something more fun to do on Wednesday. Maybe I might play some more Arknight, or I might go and do Near Automata. I don't know. Those are like my two options I'm kind of thinking of right now. And then on Friday, I don't know. Friday, I might do the demo just because kind of ties into Valentine's Day sort of stuff. Like it's a pre-Valentine's Day dating stream, and maybe who knows? I could find some other dating games. Probably play those too. I know Date and Everything is a really popular one right now. Yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and take care. Actually, let me see if there's anyone online to raid right now. Who is online? Okay. Okay, none of my people I follow is online right now, so I'm still kind of scared to raid strangers. Not scared. I'm just more like I don't feel confident enough to raid strangers just yet. So I'm just going to end. All right. Okay. Bye.